Welcome to the training video for the DLS hosted PBX version 3.2. I'm Steve and I'll be your guide through today's video. We'll be covering a number of topics: call parking, chat and instant messaging, conferencing, operator panels, click to dial, and other changes in the hosted PBX version 3.2. Chapter 1. Call parking. On the parking lots configuration page, you can modify existing parking lots or add a new parking lot. Each parking lot must have a name and a unique set of pickup numbers that do not overlap with the other parking lots. In order to use a new parking lot, it must be assigned to the appropriate users. Edit the user of your choice and select the new parking lot for this user. When this user parks a call, it will be parked in the selected parking lot, and only other users assigned to this parking lot will be able to retrieve this call. On the call status page, the pickup number of a parked call will now be displayed. Chapter 2. Chat and Instant Messaging. To authorize a user for chat services, edit the user of choice and add a chat username. To add chat contacts to a user, edit a user group that they are a member of and set chat group to yes. Add group chat rooms to your chat service so that multiple users can chat with each other at the same time. You only need to supply a name for the chat room. In order for changes to group rosters or chat rooms to take effect, you must restart the chat service. To use the chat service, each user must install an XMPP chat client. I'm going to show you how to configure and use Spark. Enter your chat username and your password, which will initially be the same as your username, and the name of your PBX. You can choose to have your client save your username or log you in automatically. You should change your password upon logging in the first time. You can chat directly with another user by double-clicking their name on the contact list. You can also send a user a file by right-clicking a name in your contact list and selecting Send File, or using the Send File icon in your chat window. To speak with a group of users, click on the Conference tab, double-click on the conference service, and double-click on the conference room of your choice. Chapter 3. Conferencing. A change to the conferencing system is that users will be prompted for their name when joining a conference. Admins can now manage active conferences through the web interface. You can record a conference or mute anyone who isn't the conference admin. If you select a specific conference, you can see the users in that conference and kick, mute, or adjust the speaking volume for a specific user. Admins and users can also access these functions by using the star key while in a conference call. Chapter 4. Panel. By selecting the General Panels category from the User's menu, you can configure the global panel settings. By selecting an individual panel or configuring a new one, you can select the buttons that will show up on that particular panel. In order for a user to view a panel, their permissions profile must have admin access to the panels and at least view access for that particular panel. Access a panel from Clients Panels and log in using your extension number and web password. The panel allows you to interact with calls on your extension using the black buttons at the top of the screen. You can dial an extension by selecting that extension and using the dial button. You can click on the status indicator for an extension to log an agent in or out of the queue. You can place a call using the dial input field. You can park your active call by selecting a parking lot and using the transfer button. To pick up a parked call, select that call from the parking lot and choose Pickup. Queue buttons show which agents are logged into a queue and which calls are waiting in that queue. Transfer a call to a queue by selecting the queue and using the transfer button. To retrieve a call from the queue, select that call and use the Pickup button. Chapter 5. Click to dial. New instructions for configuring click to dial or dialing from Outlook are available under Clients Tools. The updated TAPI driver is now compatible with 64-bit Windows platforms and is easier to install than previous versions. Click to dial is comprised of 3 parts. Part 1, the TAPI driver. This software is what allows your computer to interact with your phone system and is a requirement for either dialer or screen pop software. Part 2, the dialer. There are multiple desktop dialers available, including the dialer built into Outlook. Part 3, incoming screen pop. Screen pop software alerts you to an incoming call and is often tied to your contact database. A link to configuration instructions can be found under each software package. Chapter 6. Other changes. 1. A new menu engine. The new menu engine is faster and should provide a more enjoyable user experience. 2. Call barging. When monitoring a call, there is now an option to barge in on that call. 3. On-demand call recording. Users may now press the call recording sequence to begin recording a call. 4. Polycom IP 5000 configuration support. 5. Form validation. Many forms will now provide real-time feedback to notify you when you miss required data. 6. Blocking non-domestic 10-digit international calls. If you want to block non-domestic 10-digit calls, you may now include the block 10-digit international calls in your outbound contexts. Make sure to put this include above the include for long distance. Thank you for watching the DLS 3.2 hosted PBX training video. We hope that this video was useful for you, and thank you for your continued patronage.